friends, how are you? I am so happy to be doing another video today. It's been a while since I put out a video. I took a break. I took a hiatus for a little while, just doing some soul searching and just being with myself and getting my energy recharged. And now I am so glad to be back with another video. Happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. It's just a festive season. It's a nice season, and I thought, why not? Or I'll just put up a video and hopefully you'll be blessed by it. So today I want to talk about a topic that is especially relevant during this Christmas season, when you're getting together with family, you're getting together with friends, celebrating and all of that. And this topic is about how to maintain your sense of peace and how to maintain your joy within you, even when you're in situations where there's someone who's trying to take away your joy, or there's really someone who's disturbing your peace. How do you just go into Zen mode and just maintain your sense of peace and maintain your sense of joy without getting sucked into that person's chaos or their lack of joy or their lack of peace? So that is what today's topic is going to be about. I heard from some friends that this is really something that people go through, especially, I don't know why, but especially during the holiday season where people get together. In most cases, there's one person or two people who will try to kill the mood, or who will try to steal everybody's joy, and then the celebration is ruined. Even though you went to this occasion or you went to meet with these friends or family members, just feeling joyous, happy with your life, happy with how everything is going on, and then you leave feeling like, oh my God, what was that? I just don't feel happy anymore, or I don't feel that sense of joy that I did feel when I was going to this celebration or to this occasion. What happened? And so we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to give you some tips for how to maintain your sense of peace, how to maintain your joy, so that regardless of who you come into contact with, or regardless of whatever situation you find yourself in, social, it could also apply to work, it could apply to family situations, that you will be in control of yourself. That's what I call empowered, and you will know how to manage your energy in such a way that your joy is not being taken away, it's not being affected by any other person but you, and your sense of peace is always there, as long as you intend for it to be there, that you maintain your sense of peace regardless of any chaos that is happening around you. And so let's talk about this. So to get us started off, your sense of joy is really a state of well-being where you feel happy, you feel you have good feelings about yourself, about your life, and your state of joy is usually coming from within you. So no one can make you joyous. You cannot make another person joyous, even though sometimes we think that that is the case. We think that somebody brings us so much joy, especially when you have a baby. We call it a bundle of joy because you just look at the baby and you just feel all these gushy feelings just coming out of you. But really, it's not the baby that is bringing you joy. It's joy that is emanating from deep within you. You have the power to create joy. Every human being has that inherent power within themselves to create joy for themselves. So some people know how to tap into that and how to do it, and they are able to create so much joy in their life. And other people need a little bit of help. Maybe they don't know how to do that, and some people need some hand holding to learn how to create joy within themselves. But the capacity is there. Everyone is born with that capacity to be able to create joy in their life. And so that is just for starters, that when you see some people are really just joyous and they bring joy, they know how to tap into it. And other people who seem like nothing could ever make them happy, and you've never seen a day when they have been happy with their life, the joy is inside of them. They just don't know how to bring it out. They don't know how to tap into it in order to connect with it and start to bring it out. And so I usually believe in the saying that as within, so without. And so if you have joy within you, it will be reflected outside of you. It will be reflected around you, and you will start to notice so many things around you that connect with that joy that is inside of you, and then it auto generates and you begin to feel more and more joyful. And so joy is an emotion, and it is derived from feelings and feelings of happiness, feelings of well-being, good feelings. They all culminate together to create that emotion of joy when you feel joyous. So first of all, it's positive emotions. So you cannot be feeling joy when you have negative feelings going on. You're angry, but you're feeling joy. It doesn't go that way. Joy goes with positive emotions, and positive emotions come from positive feelings of well-being, feelings of happiness, feelings that are usually wanted, that are positive. And these feelings all together for a period of time consistently will produce joy. And so it's the person who is feeling these emotions and feeling experiencing these feelings for a consistent period of time, then it produces that joy from within that person. So it starts with putting yourself in a place where you're experiencing positive emotions, where your feelings are mostly positive. So it doesn't matter what situation you're currently in, you can do that, because your feelings are affected by your thoughts, and your thoughts are what come into your mind or what you auto generate. If they're not coming from your external surroundings, that your brain is capable of auto generating, or your mind is capable of auto generating different thoughts. That's why people have fantasies. That's why people write fiction books, or they create fiction movies. It's because your mind is capable of creating thoughts that are not even based on reality. So it has nothing to do, it can have nothing to do with reality. It's all about your mind. And when you tell or instruct your mind to think positive thoughts, good thoughts, thoughts that make you feel good about yourself, that your mind is able to do that. And so once you do that, and that's what we do with affirmations. So affirmations are you programming your mind to think positively about yourself. So when you say, I am grateful, I am blessed, I am happy, I am joyous, and you say that consistently every morning. For example, you wake up and that's the first thing you say for 10 days consecutively or 15 days consecutively, that gets programmed into your subconscious mind. And then that sort of affects your feelings after some time, because your thoughts affect your feelings. And once your feelings are affected by your thoughts in that way, then you start to experience those emotions that are associated with those thoughts. So when you use, for example, affirmations, and you're telling yourself every morning, I am grateful, I am blessed, I am appreciative, I am joyous, I am peaceful, I am at peace. And you say that every morning repeatedly and consistently for about 2 weeks. After some time, you start to feel those things. You start to feel good about yourself. You feel blessed. You feel good about yourself. You cannot be thinking, I feel blessed, but I'm angry. It doesn't work that way. It's incongruent. So it just follows that when you do that, you will start to experience positive emotions. And so this doesn't have anything to do with who is around you or what is happening around you. What are they doing? What are they not doing? It's completely independent of anybody else. So it's a practice that you can do for yourself in order to put yourself in a state of joy and in a state of peace. Something that is very powerful is gratitude. When you start to practice gratitude, you automatically will feel joy, because gratitude is pure energy. And so when you start to think thoughts of gratitude. What are those things that I am grateful for? And I guarantee you, you can find at least 5 things right now that you can be grateful for. It doesn't matter how your life is right now. It's been a crazy year, 2020, but there's still things that you can be grateful for. So that is something else when you focus on gratitude, and it doesn't matter what is actually going on around your life, that you pick 5 things that you can be grateful for and you add that to your affirmations. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my job. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for waking up in the morning. I am grateful for the sun shining this morning. Things like that. And when you do that, your subconscious automatically starts to shift towards that because you're programming it. You're doing it very deliberately and intentionally. And then after that, you start to experience those feelings, especially if you do this consistently for about a week or 2 weeks. You start to experience those emotions, those positive emotions. And once you start to do that consistently and you continue with this practice, it just becomes, it really just flows, that you feel those emotions and then you feel that you have more joy in your life. Because when you start to think about anything negative, these will start playing in your subconscious. I am grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. And you start to put your mind back into that type of thought, and those emotions that are associated with those positive thoughts will start to fill you up again. And so even if you get upset about something, when you start to think, I am grateful for the life that I have, I am grateful for the sun shining this morning, I'm grateful that I have food on my table, your thoughts turn to that, and whatever had made you upset loses its power. And so when you use this, especially when you're around people, like during the holiday season, or maybe at your workplace, and you're experiencing someone who is not at that place where you are vibrationally, because maybe they are not feeling happy with their own life, they are not experiencing that joy, they have many things to worry about, they're anxious, so they are not peaceful, and the energy that they emanate is not a peaceful one. You can still do this. And when you do that, you're focusing on your own energy, you're focusing on your own vibration, you're focusing on your own feelings, your own emotions. And so when someone else comes to you and they are just looking to take away your joy, and they just maybe tell you something that is upsetting, so maybe they just remind you of a previous bad experience, or just bring up something that makes you upset. And of course, they are looking to share that lack of joy with someone, because they're looking for company. So they're looking for someone to complain with. They're looking for someone to just relate with in terms of lack of joy or lack of peace. Or maybe they'll be talking about the current situation with the COVID pandemic, and they'll be talking about why are we going through this, or something like that. And you are in a state of joy. You don't want to go there to complain, to worry, to be anxious. You've made peace with the situation the way it is. You're happy with your life. So you have made an intention that you don't want to go there. So what do you do when someone approaches you and they are having this type of energy? And so one thing to do is to really own your own energy. And when you do that, you know yourself. You know that you are in a state of peace. You're not worrying about anything. You're not anxious about anything. You're not worried about the world ending anytime soon, or whether vaccines are going to be so bad for everybody and now everybody has to get a vaccine, or what's going to happen next year or whatever. You're not worried about anything. You are okay with today, with your present, with your now, and you know that your future will take care of itself. So you're not worried. You are in a state of joy because you are very grateful for so many things in your life. So you set the intention that you're going to maintain and manage your own energy. So even before you go to this event, or you know that you're going to meet with people, and people carry different energies and different vibrations. You set your own intention that you're going to own your own energy and your own vibration and your own state of joy and your own state of peace, and you're going to manage it. And so when you set that intention, you've already told yourself that nobody is going to take your joy away from you today, or nobody is going to disturb your peace today. So that is very important. When you set that intention, you are already putting yourself in that space of not allowing other people's energy to permeate your own energetic space. So when you own that, it's very powerful. So when you do that and you go to meet with people, and you start to notice that they're not where you are vibrationally. They're not in that state of joy. They're not peaceful. And so what you do is you just interact with them without absorbing their energy. And how you do that is to tell yourself, this is not mine. This energy is not mine. I recognize and I identify your energy, and we're not a match right now energetically. You're carrying anxiety, you're carrying worry, you're carrying a lack of joy, and I'm not. So we're not in the same place energetically. So you interact with them, but you don't get emotional about whatever they're saying. You don't let whatever they're saying affect your emotions. And so they could be telling you something that could have made you so upset if you hadn't gone through this process, or something that will really kill your joy, or something that will worry you. And when you do that, you just let it stop there. You don't absorb it. And most important of all, you don't let your emotions be affected by whatever words they're saying. So when you just listen in a very detached way, I'm listening to you, but I'm keeping my emotions where they are. So even if you're telling me that I'm the most stupid person in the world, how could I have done this and that? I wasn't thinking, it's going to fail, and you're standing in front of me and telling me this, I'll just listen to you and say, I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't even think about that. Okay, it was nice seeing you. And you're off to talk to somebody else. You see, so when you do that, you're not absorbing that energy. So you're not countering what they're saying. You're not trying to convince them that whatever they're saying is not true. You're not trying to tell them that what they're saying is affecting you. You're not doing any of that. So you're not engaging in the exchange, right? And once you're not engaging in the exchange, they have to look for another playmate because you're not playing that game. So it takes two to tango. So when you always remember that, you will avoid a lot of those situations where somebody just spoiled your day. You woke up so happy, everything was going well, and then boom, somebody just spoiled your day just like that. So it's a very good tip to always remember every morning. Set the intention to maintain your own energy, to maintain your own state of peace or joy. And then whenever you meet with anyone, this could not just be social occasions, it could even be at work. Maybe you have a coworker who's always complaining, or a coworker who's never happy with anything. It's the same thing. Once they come to you and like, oh, you know what happened? Our boss did this. I can't believe that they did this morning and whatever. And you just set the intention that you're not absorbing anybody's energy that is not a match to yours. And so once they come and they start talking about this, you just listen to them and then just thank them, because gratitude keeps you in a state of joy. So thank them for the information they're providing to you, and send them on their way without absorbing any of the emotions that those words are supposed to evoke in you. Because when people come to you and they're telling you things, they want you to relate with them in terms of emotions, to feel the same emotions that they're feeling. That's why they're telling you these things. And secondly, when they do that, it offloads some of those emotions from them and onto you, so they feel better. That's why people go to a therapist and they talk, and after that they feel better. They feel a release, because with human beings, that's what happens when you talk to someone about whatever is causing or evoking strong emotions in you, that naturally that other person, if they've not set the intention not to absorb the energy, they will naturally absorb that energy, and then you'll feel better. That's why It works that way. So when you set the intention that you're not going to absorb that energy or the emotions that are attached to the words that they are sharing with you, they notice that. They notice that the energy that is attached to those words that they are speaking to you is not being absorbed on your end. And so they're still having that emotion with them. And in this case, it's negative emotions that are going to take away joy or peace. And so when they notice that, they will also just end the conversation. When they notice that you're not absorbing that energy from them, they will also, I guarantee you, 5 minutes into the conversation, they will find a way to leave that conversation with you and go and talk to someone else who will give them that release, who will absorb the emotions through the words, because they will also evoke those same emotions that they're feeling. If it's disgust, that other person who's listening will also feel disgusted with them. And then it's like, oh, now we're the same. I released some of the energy. I feel better. And that time you absorb that energy, and it wasn't your intention. You were going there feeling joyous, feeling peaceful, and now you absorbed maybe disgust, you absorbed lack of joy, you absorbed worry and anxiety, and you were not having anything to worry or anxious about before that. So when you understand the dynamics that happen between people when they communicate, especially when it has to do with energy, because emotions have a lot to do with energy, life energy. And when you understand that, and you understand the connection between thoughts, emotions, and energy, and you start to make an intention to manage that, you will have better interactions with people. You will start to notice that your quality of life is changing because you're managing your energy. You're not absorbing anybody else's energy out there. You're generating your own, and you're managing your own. If you're going to absorb any energy out there, it would be positive ones, positive energy, and that has an impact on you having a good quality of life and going after your goals and living the life that you want to live. And so I hope that this was helpful for you. Always come back to this video if you are encountering something like this. Always come back to this video to refer to it. Send it to a friend if someone you know is struggling with this, or maybe at their workplace, or with family members, or with friends. It might help someone. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and it was really nice putting out a video after a while. I look forward to putting out more videos with content like this. Please share your experience if you maybe have been experiencing something like this, and let us know if this message resonates with you, or if there are any other tips that you want to share with everybody else. I'll be happy to read some of your comments, so please do not hesitate to write in the comment box if you've ever experienced something like this, or if you're currently experiencing something like this. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bar so that you get a notification every time I post a video, and I look forward to putting out more content like this to get you empowered and living the life of your dreams. Thank you. Bye.